Finally, let's look at some of the problems with grading. Just as there were issues related to assessment and evaluation, so everything that was problematic with assessment is also an issue with evaluation plus a few more. Well, everything that was problematic with those two also exists within grading, and then we're going to add a few more to that list. So we want to add poor alignment, which is the grading isn't properly aligned with learning outcomes or what was actually taught. And we hear a lot of complaints from learners related to that. The other next one is lacking of validity. So, making sure you're testing the learner's knowledge and skills. Are you testing their ability to take a test? Or in the case of participation credit, are you testing their ability to follow your instructions and protocols? And that may be appropriate at times, but other times it's disastrous. Often the traditional grade doesn't necessarily reflect mastery of content. And of course, there's an overfocus on grade, which we've talked about. And learners become hyper-focused on grades rather than learning the content. If they focus on the grade, this can lead to them gaming the system or academic dishonesty, poor study strategies, and grade grubbing. So we see this when learners focus more on passing the assessment than learning the content. So the ideal situation should be that you want the learners to really master the contents. And one of the ways you demonstrated that is by passing the assessment, but the goal shouldn't be passing the assessment. And then unless you have found something truly unfortunate, it's a very bad idea to shift your grading policies during a semester, a block, a rotation, or whatever. If you discover something that's slightly off, leave it till next time you teach. If you discover something that's truly unfair to your learners, then of course you need to fix that immediately. And also, grades can be demotivating, especially to struggling learners who may become discouraged far too early in the process. And finally, one of the problems with grading is that it's inherently subjective. It's also inherently reductive. It reinforces the teacher as expert model, which does not blend well with a more learner-centered approach to teaching.